Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to JKK Reads. Christmas time, end of year time, New Year time means for me a new batch of books. I always get books as gifts, or I get gift cards, or there's sales going on. So I always just end up with a few new books at the end of the year. And this year I'm a little bit light. I think it's 11 new books. Last year I had like over 20 probably. And I did indeed film a book haul that never got posted because last year booktube just wasn't my time. I was still in grad school. I was finishing up. I had a thesis to write, a thesis to defend. I had research to do. It just wasn't my time. I never got it edited. I never got it posted. But this is my time. I finished grad school. I graduated in December. This is my time. So I'm going to start with how I was planning on starting last year with a book haul. So I have some books here, some that I got as gifts, some that I bought with gift cards that I got as gifts, some that I just chose to buy because there were sales happening. So let's get into it. The first is actually the only book that I actually got as a gift. This is Darius the Great Is Not Okay. This is about a boy who is going to Iran, I think just like on vacation. But he feels very insecure in his Middle Eastern identity. It says in the synopsis he's not very good at speaking Farsi, and he is a fan of Star Trek. So there's just some things that makes him feel kind of like an outcast. But he ends up meeting this boy in Iran, and they develop some sort of budding romance. I think it's YA, but it sounded really good. I really like the cover. I love these colors. So I am excited to get to this. My sister got it for me, so thank you, Carrie. The next stack of books I got with gift cards that I got as gifts. So I'm still considering these gifts. Just gifts that I chose. So the first is What You Are Looking For is in this library. I just think this is so cute. No idea what it's about, but I feel like you can always tell just in size, in vibe, when a book is translated from Japanese. I just feel like Japanese authors just have such a good grip on the cozy, the bookish vibes of it all that I am very into, despite never having read any. So I gravitate towards these books, and I'm sure people can, I don't feel bad about saying this, I'm sure people can relate, where there are these books that you just gravitate to and are just so scared to read because it's like, I'm gonna love this. I have to love this. This has to be my thing, but I'm just not ready. Like, I'm just not ready for it. And that's how I feel about Japanese books. Like, I just know I'll love them. I know they will have the vibes that I am looking for, the bookstore of it all, the nostalgia of it all, the I don't know, I feel like they always have a sense of like yearning or longing for, you know, for just something that maybe people are not finding in their lives, and I feel like they're for me. So this is going to be my year where I get into that, and I think this is going to be something that kind of gets me into that era, that cozy Japanese translated works era. The next book is The Message by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I've been seeing this book everywhere and I'm very interested in it. Completely conceding that I am just stupid. I cannot tell if this is nonfiction or not. Like, even, not my receipts in here, even reading the synopsis, I think it's like not easy to tell if this is about an experience he actually had and he's just like narrating his own experience, or if he has taken inspiration from just experiences that he has had as an author and fictionalized them. I cannot really tell what this is, but it just sounds so good. I think it's memoir-ish. I think it's, and I say ish because usually a memoir will say on the cover like a memoir. I think it's memoir-ish in the sense that it is about Ta-Nehisi Coates' actual experience as an author and then like writing about that, but I can't tell if it's experiences that he has fictionalized or these are things that he's actually gone through. The synopsis doesn't make it clear, and I think that is kind of what draws me to it, because I like nonfiction, but I especially like nonfiction that reads as fiction. And I think it's kind of a reflection on the way that people, but specifically Americans, it sounds like, are kind of tied to, they say the word myths and mythology in the synopsis a lot, and we're kind of tied to our own American myths. And some examples he gives in the synopsis are the myths of the Confederacy and segregation, and the American need to kind of deify these figures in our past that were completely contradictory to what are ostensibly American ideals, such as welcoming everyone, a home from everyone, this melting pot of America, when actually America has kind of historically been resistant to that. Anyway, all of that is to say, I'm not completely clear what this is about, but I'm very interested. The next book that I got is Don't Let the Forest In by C.G. Drews. I'm not, again, entirely sure what this is about. I know it's queer YA horror, and I think it is about this boy, Andrew, has feelings for this boy, Thomas, who's an artist. But every night, Thomas's drawings in the forest, I don't know what the forest has to do with it, but his drawings come to life, and I think they spawn in the forest. So Thomas has to go into the forest to stop them, because he doesn't want his drawings to hurt people. And then Andrew somehow finds out about this and agrees to help Thomas stop his own works from hurting people because he has feelings for him. And then presumably things happen from there. But queer YA horror is all I needed to hear, and I said, sure, I'll read it. The next book is Evenings and Weekends by, perhaps it's pronounced Oysen McKenna. Whenever I read this, I'll figure out how to pronounce that. I don't know. I probably should stop saying that I don't know what things are about, because that's like all of these. But I've been seeing this book everywhere. I think it's about these 4 friends and just their lives. Probably what drew me to it, as I'm rereading the synopsis right now, is there is some homosexuality. Phil hates his office job and is living for the weekend while falling for his housemate Keith, but there's a problem. Keith has a boyfriend. I don't know. I'm sure I'll love it. The next book, Real Americans by Rachel Kong. Okay, so the other thing with both of these books is, so Barnes & Noble changed their annual half-off hardcover sale to a third-off hardcover sale, if you can believe it. I certainly could not. So I had went on, I think the second day of the sale, and I've been eyeing both of these books for so long and just have not done it. And then I still was looking at them on that day of the sale, and I was reading the synopses again. I was I don't know what's been drawing me to these books. I don't really know if I still have that urge to read them. I'm not gonna get them. I didn't get them. I went back a couple days later, and they had then been marked from the third off to half off. And I said, sure, okay, I'll get them. This one especially because that. Also, this is the heaviest book. This is heavier than the dictionary. This book is so heavy. And I just like that. I just think it's fun. And it's pretty. I have no idea what this is about. I couldn't even I've been saying I don't know what things are about, but I literally have no idea what this is about. In immersive, moving prose, Rachel Kong weaves a profound tale of class and striving, race and visibility, and family inheritance. A story of trust, forgiveness, and finally coming home. That sounds great. I'm sure I'll love it. Okay, then I have these two, which were not part of any sale or gift or anything. I just got them for me because I was browsing Target one day, and then they were right there and 20% off, so I just got them. But I'm including them in this because I've gotten them at the end of the year, so they're part of my end of year haul. Ryan and Avery is the first one. It's gay. I don't remember what it's about. The synopsis doesn't reveal too much. It is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. I don't know. It's gay romance. I think it's literary YA romance. I actually don't, there's quite a few YA books in this haul. I think there's like 4. I don't read a lot of YA, despite what this haul may be evidencing. But I actually don't really read a lot of YA. But I don't know, this just like, it just looked cute. It just looked cute. So yeah, whatever it's about, I got it. And then this one just looks so fun. Caught in a Bad Fomance, another YA romance about fake dating. And what was it that actually got me? Hold on. It's about these 2 boys, Devin and Julian. And they're at, I think it's a summer camp. And Julian and his like family are the undefeated champions of the lake's annual winter games. Okay, so not a summer camp. Why are we at a lake camp in the winter? Anyway, they're the undefeated champions of the games. And then Devin's family wants to defeat them in the annual games. But then the annoyingly handsome Julian needs a fake boyfriend for whatever reason. And that just all sounds so fun. So I'm gonna read this. Okay, and then I got a few nonfiction books. So, as I said, I just finished grad school. So I was in it for 2.5 years. And I enjoy reading nonfiction, as evidenced by me being in grad school. I enjoy learning. I enjoy learning things. I like nonfiction. I have not been able to summon the will to read any nonfiction for the past 2.5 years because why would I? Like, if I'm in grad school and my whole life is research and learning and writing and doing all this, why would I want to use my free time reading nonfiction, learning more things when I could be reading about gay boys at winter camp fake dating? Like, why would I do that? But now that I'm out of grad school, like, I don't want to stop learning. So I'm ready to get back into my nonfiction. So I got 3 things that I'm very excited about. One is Alien Earths, the new science of planet hunting in the cosmos. And then the other one, I'm just going to talk about both of these. Pillars of Creation, how the James Webb Telescope unlocked the secrets of the cosmos. First of all, same cover. This classic James Webb image. It's just so funny to me that, like, I wonder how, because this image that they're using on the cover is like the classic James Webb image that has come out. And I just wonder how many books have used this picture. How many like astrophysics, planetary astronomy type books have used this image. It's very funny to me. But, and how was this allowed? Like, I'm pretty sure these were published in the same year. Like, how was this allowed? But anyway, both things that I'm very interested in. Pillars of Creation is about all the incredible things we've learned from the James Webb Telescope thus far. And the other one, Alien Earths, is about things like what does it take for a planet to be habitable for life as we know it, what actually is life, how to search for life from our planet, how we can use the James Webb Telescope to search for life, all things that I'm super interested in. I'll probably at some point like make a like meet the booktuber video and like talk about what my graduate degree was in and like why I'm interested in these things. But that's not what my little book haul is about. So yeah, but I got these 2 little science books. And then the last one is called Love Triangle, How Trigonometry Shapes the World. And this just looks so fun to me. I love math. It's about like, of course, how trigonometry shapes the world, but then also about triangles. And it says in the synopsis, along the way, he tells extraordinary and entertaining stories of the mathematicians, engineers, and philosophers who dared to take triangles seriously, because that's so scandalous. But I just think, and then there's like some examples about like how trigonometry actually shapes our world and why like the mathematics of a triangle is so important, and that just sounds so interesting to me. So those were my, was that 11? Those were the 11 books that I have come into possession of in the holiday season. And I am very excited to get to perhaps all of these in 2025. So thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you tune in for the next one, whatever that is, perhaps an end of year wrap up. Bye.